to do your my pictures with the Samsung phone, and I want to go to the computer, and I'm aphasic and I can't talk too good. Okay.
That's fine. No problem. You can always put in chat if you want to, if you feel more comfortable. I can understand you though. I can understand you really well. So don't worry about that. All right. So you want to do your, you want to put your pictures on your computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to back them up is probably what you want to do.
Right. But I
Yeah.
have a hard drive on the computer, and I have a portable hard drive.
Mhm.
Get that from a computer and
Yes, we can talk about that because we're going to talk about backing up photos to Google Drive, to Google Photos. And you have a Samsung, so you should be backing up to your Samsung photos. Should be backing up. Do you know if they are or not?
no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
No problem. We'll get to that area and we'll see what you have.
Okay.
No problem. All right. Well, why don't we? I think I have my controls back, so I'm good. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up my screen. So I want to thank everyone for coming here today. And there's some people, I guess, from online too.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone to Get Set Up. We're seniors teaching seniors about technology. We have social hours and all types of programming that you can enjoy. Today's class, this is a little more advanced Android class that we have. We're going to talk about advanced tips and tricks to our phones. My name is Donna. I'm your guide today. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their fear of technology. And today's again, we're going to be recording this session, and if you need a copy of the recording, you can do so by emailing help@getsetup.io. We do not get paid to promote any of the Android phones. We have a lot of them here in this class. We'll have a mixture of them, and we do not get paid to promote any of these phones. Our agenda today, we're going to talk about checking data and battery usage, backing up photos, and saving and finding files. What type of model phones do we have? I know Glenda has Samsung. Jackie, what do you have? Did I surprise you?
No, yes, and plus I forgot to take it off of the thingy, the mute. But anyway, I have a Samsung Galaxy J3. I've had it for about a year, maybe 2 years, somewhere in that area. And I've been having some problems lately, so I need some help.
Okay. Anyone else would like to share the type of phone they have? Go ahead, so we get a feel. Andy, what do you have?
I have a Samsung.
Samsung, okay.
I have a Motorola G6.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I have. Usually no one has my phone, but yes, I have a G6.
I have a Google Pixel 4a.
Mhm. Anyone else? That might have been it. All right. Well, as you can see, we do have a mixture of phones, so our phones don't all match, but that's how it is in the Android world. A little different than iPhone people, the hardware and the software matches. We do share the Android software together, but boy, there's still a lot of differences between our phones. So if anyone has a phone and they realize someone else in the class might have the same model, feel free to help them out if they're struggling, because we do kind of help each other out with this type of stuff. So one of the first tips, we go to our phones. I'm going to bring my phone up, and you go to the Google Play Store. It looks like this little pyramid, blue pyramid. It says Play Store. And you open that up. This is where we get our apps for our phones. We can download, they have millions of apps here. There's an app for everything. So you come in here, you can take a look. If you're looking at the bottom of the screen, there's games, apps, movies and TVs, books. You can see them there on the bottom of the screen. You can select a category if you know you're looking for an app. Let's say I'm looking for an app and I'm looking for, let's say knitting. I'm a knitter and I want to look at knitting apps. Well, a whole bunch of apps will come up here. I can take a look at this. This is Knitting Genius. 100,000 plus app downloads. That's good. That's a lot of people. 4.3, that's out of a scale of 5. When you come in here, you can see the pictures. You can scroll through here with your finger. Scroll to the left when you're looking at these so you can see what the screens look like. You can click on these. Get a feel for what the app is going to look like on your phone. You can scroll down, look at the reviews. You like to see more 5s than anything else. That's pretty good. And you can see what people say about it. The one thing though about it, it's tiny on our phones. It's hard to read it. So if you're doing a lot of research, let's say there's a specific app you're looking for and you want to really scope out the field and see what there is, it might be easier just to do it on the internet. And you will get this link in the email at the end of the class. You can get to Google Play Store on the internet. This is from my laptop. I can come in here and I can look for apps. On the left side of the screen, I can also deal with my Google account. I can set payment methods if I want to change any payment methods. I can look at my subscriptions I have through Google, anything I've signed up for. I can redeem points or buy gift cards and redeem them. Look at your wish list that you have on Google. So all this stuff you can take a look at. And when you're looking at your apps, let me just open up this one app here. You can look at the apps, get the detail, of course. Again, the screens, you can scroll. There's a little arrow here in the middle of the screen. You can scroll and click on that and you can see what the different screens look like. You can read more about the app. And you can go and look at all the reviews and see if this is the app you're looking for. You can come in here and it's nice because it's on your laptop. You have, a larger screen to look at. And if I were to hit install, let's say I decide I want the app, it's going to list whatever phones you have attached to your Google account. So there's little arrows on the right side. So if you have more than one phone, you would scroll from what you could scroll if you have multiple phones. I only have one. I have a Motorola G6. If I click on this and hit continue, it's going to go and install this app on my phone. So you can do the installation right from the website. Yes.
Can I ask a question about that? It's always worked. I used to have, I've had Galaxies in the past and it worked fine. But now I have this Pixel 4a. And when I install from my desktop to the phone, it says will be installed soon. And I click OK and it just never does it.
Oh,
I have to do it from the phone itself. I have to go to the Play Store from the phone itself.
so this is a new Pixel?
Yeah.
That's interesting because that's Google.
I know, right? You'd think if anything, they would want you. I don't
You'd think
get
a
it.
Samsung or Motorola would do that.
Right.
Because I know it does install on my phone, and my phone's only about a year old.
I don't get any error. It just never does
It just
it.
never happens. That's weird. That's
Oh,
really
well.
strange. That's interesting.
Maybe it's
So-
some permission thing, but it's really annoying. Oh well. Thanks anyway.
I'm gonna do a search on the web just to see what that's, if I see anything. If I see anything, I'll put it in the email.
Thanks much. Okay.
Yeah, you would think it would be Samsung or Motorola or LG or someone doing that. That's funny. Any other questions anyone has? All right, let's talk about looking at our data usage on our phone. And if you have a unlimited data plan, you're okay. If you have a limited data plan, I know some people do. This is a nice area to take a look at on your phone. If you're going to go into settings, if you look at your settings button, it's going to be a gear. It looks like a gear. And my phone has green around it, a green border. You might have a blue border. You might have a silver or a gray border, depending on your phone. Click on that. Now, Samsung's, oops, my screen, there we go. Samsung, it's some of you, it may be under settings, under data usage. Others, it might be under connections. So look for that. Depends on what Samsung model you have. My Motorola, I have to go under network and under settings, network and internet. So take a look at your settings. If you've never been in settings before on your phone, this is, you might want, hopefully at the top of your screen, you will see a search box or maybe just a little magnifying glass where you can click on search. If you can't find something on your phone, that's a good place to just type it in and your phone will tell you where that setting is. But if you've never been to your settings before, you'll notice that there's a lot of settings on our phones. Our phones are tiny little computers. So I'm going to go under my data usage. When you you may have noticed in data usage, you're going to see possibly a graph or something that shows the data that you've been using. Mine will show me.
Man.
Your what type of phone do you have?
At the Samsung.
Go to connections. It might be under connections if it's not under data. If you don't see data usage under settings, look at connections and it'll be under there.
No, and I don't.
Hey, Donna.
Uh-huh.
This is how challenged I am. I thought I had a Samsung, but I'm trying. I go in here and it says it's a Moto Z3.
Oh.
So does that mean it's a Motorola?
I would say so. That sounds like it. Yeah,
All right.
that sounds like a Motorola.
Okay.
Does it really matter? I mean, in this class, I don't know. It's like, well, whatever.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Anne, you said you have a Samsung, right?
Yes.
Did you go into settings? Did you find your settings? And did you find data usage? Is it there on the listing?
No.
How about connections? How about connections? Oh, you don't see connections. Okay. Do you see a search box at the top of the screen? Is there a little search section towards the top of your settings?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, yeah. In the search, just type in data usage and it will tell you where that is.
Thank you.
And let us know where that is, just in case there's a third place for Samsung's to put that. I mean, there's two so far. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, so you may see in the data usage, you're going to see, like I just paid my bill, so I have 25 days left on my account. You'll see the type of usage you have. I do have on mine a 2 gigabyte data warning. So I have a warning set on my account. So when we're looking at these, your phone may say you can set limits if you have if you don't have an unlimited account. You could have either a warning or a limit, depending on your phone. You may have both, or you may just have one. I would encourage you to just take a look and read what your phone says. If you have what they call a warning, which is my phone has a warning, what it does is you just set a warning. So mine's at 2 gigs. So if I hit that 2 gig, let's say I start binging like crazy on something, and then I hit that 2 gig, I'm just going to get a pop-up. A little text message is going to say, you've reached your data usage warning. And that's it. It's just going to be a warning. It's not really going to do anything to the phone. It's just going to tell me that I just hit 2 gigs, just to let me know. If your phone does a limit, now if I click on limit on my phone, it tells me that they're going to turn off mobile data once whatever limit I set, they're going to shut off the mobile data. So that's a little more drastic. I like the warning because then I have my warning. But if you get charged extra every month for going over your data, you might want to put a limit on it. It's up to you. And again, it depends on the type of phone you have. You'll see what you have under this section. And you can always read, we click on it and read what it tells you it will do. So that's to let you know that you can make these type of settings if you want. Anyone? Questions? Anyone? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Yeah, I pulled up, I'm in settings in the top of the thing, it says high battery use to take the tap here to resolve. I've never seen that before.
You have high battery usage?
That's what it says on here, huh?
Oh, well, something is using a lot of battery on your phone. It might be that, it could be that you're not on Zoom though on the phone. You're on your laptop.
No, I'm not on there, no.
Oh.
But-
So is it telling you to click it? I would be curious. Why don't you click it and see what the deal is?
It says high battery use to take the tap here to resolve the issue. It's got an X on it. You want me to tap it?
Yeah, it might be an app. It could be interesting to see if it's an app.
Well, I tapped it, but it didn't. It went back to the regular spot, so I don't know what's going on. It didn't show.
Okay.
Okay.
You could keep an eye on it.
Okay.
That's kind of interesting. All right. Yeah.
All kind of issues anyway, so I don't know. It might be it too. Don't know what it is because I do that a lot.
Well, the thing is, the different apps are going to use different. If you're on your battery, some apps might be battery hogs. So that's something that.
I don't know why, but it came back, but I don't know why. But that's okay. We ain't gonna worry about it.
It might be an app that's running in the background or something that's just using a lot of your battery.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anyone have any questions about the data limit? You may have noticed also under data usage, there's data saver. If you have data saver, this is, again, if you have unlimited data, you're okay. But if you do have limits on your plan, you could try this. If you want to, it's going to limit the apps that you're using, that you're currently using won't be, we got a couple noise there. Okay. And the apps that, actually, James, I'm going to make you co-host. So what happens with data saver is when normally when you're at home, you should be on your Wi-Fi. You should have your Wi-Fi turned on your phone, because then you'll use your Wi-Fi network for data when you're checking the internet, checking Facebook, that type of stuff. When you're away from home, now you're on your data plan. Okay. And what that data saver will do is only the apps you're currently using are going to be, full functioning, shall we say. And the apps that you're not using, they're going to be restricted as far as doing updates, doing notifications, that anything that could burn data, they'll have to wait until you're back at home on Wi-Fi, or if you're on Wi-Fi somewhere else, then they will do their updates and that type of stuff. So that's what data saver is. And again, you can try it on your phone. If you're having data issues with using too much data on your plan, you could try that to see if that helps you alleviate some of that usage on your plan. All right, any other questions about these? Just to give you information about what those are. All right, let's talk about our batteries. Battery saver. If you're Samsung, you're going to go to the quick panel, swipe down from the top of your screen, go to power mode to get to battery saver. Everyone else, it's probably going to be in your settings again. Go to settings and then select battery. We should have a battery section. This section will give you some information about your battery, the percentage that it is charged. You will see battery saver. the setting of this one, if you have an older phone, you know roughly at what percentage your phone is going to die when you're out on battery. I've had my phone before this one, 20% was the breaking point. After 20%, it just went down so fast. I don't think I had more than 15 minutes. So you can set that's a percentage. Like, let's say you know that once you hit 20%, your phone's going to really drain quickly. Well, then maybe you want to set the battery saver to turn on at 30%. So it can start slowing down the drain. And this way, if you're out and about running errands for the day or you're doing something for the day, you could hopefully prolong your battery life so you can at least make it through the day and be able to come home and just put it on the charger and not have it, when your phone dies, mid-afternoon, it's so annoying. So you could try this setting with your phone to see if that helps by putting on battery saver if you have a phone that has these issues. Some new phones have this set also. It might be set for 40% or a little bit higher, 50 or 40% if you have a new phone. Who said they have who has a new phone here? I thought someone mentioned it. No? No one has a fairly...
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, I do. The Google Pixel.
Yeah. Do you have any setting on the Google Pixel with this?
For the battery saver?
Yeah.
I didn't check. Let me see.
Is it set on anything?
Let's see. So battery, it says battery saver's off. You want me to?
Oh, it's off. That's
Yeah.
okay. No, that's fine. I was just curious if
But
it was.
it does have adaptive battery,
Mhm.
battery percentage. Oh no, that's just to show the percentage. It's not
Yeah.
to change it.
Well, it's interesting you brought up adaptive battery. That's another one too on these settings to talk about. If you have a fairly new phone, you may see adaptive battery. This could be something to turn on before you do battery saver, just to see if it helps with your battery.
Yeah, that's on.
Yeah. The adaptive battery, what this does is it learns your pattern over time. It learns about what do you do when you're on battery with your phone. Maybe you go to your car and you open up Google Maps. You're opening up Spotify because you're listening to Spotify in your car. You might make more text or phone calls when you are out and about running errands. So there may be certain apps that are being used more often. So what they do is they learn your pattern. And then those other apps that you never open up when you're on battery, they will have to wait until you get back on the charger to do updates and notifications. So they're going to silence some of these other apps so they don't burn up any battery. So that's what adaptive does. I would say probably using adaptive first over battery saver is probably the way to go for most of the newer phones. If you have a newer phone, it probably will have it already set. Go ahead.
Is there any place where it would show you what it decided? Like,
Like if they could give you like a report would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it says notifications for some apps may be delayed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how do I, like, if I got a phone call and it didn't show me the notification or something like that, I would want to know it was choosing not to do that.
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, you never really get a report. It'd be nice if they had something like that where you could see exactly who got delayed. It would be nice to know that.
Well,
they keep updating our phones and someday that will all be there too. All right. So that's the battery. Just some, just to be familiar with that section so you can know. And you might have some other settings you might find interesting that you can take a look at on your phone. Like here, it's telling me my apps are using normal amount of battery. And I think this is what's happening to Jack. Is it Jackie? Where you're getting a notification. Like you have something, I think you have an app that's just burning through battery. So you might want to look to see if you have any listing on your settings. I don't
Okay,
see it
let me
on
share
mine.
this with you.
That tells you what battery usage the apps have.
Let me share this with you. I forgot. To me, it might be doing it because about 2 weeks ago, I accidentally dropped it in some water. And since I dropped it in the water, when I go to charge it, I put the
Oh,
charger
you
in.
dropped it in the water?
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
And when I charge it now, I put my charge in and it pop up saying something to check connection. So it might be that the phone is gonna go out.
Oh, yeah, you might have a problem with that phone.
But that's why I got a new phone.
That's what I'm thinking. I may have to do a new one too because it's not doing
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I think that might be your problem. I think you're hosed your phone.
Yeah.
Your phone is probably, yeah.
And I put it in
And you know what? I would not leave that phone on a charger unattended, by the way, until you have that checked out. It might take a while. It could dry out. It might dry out and be fine, but it does take days. It'll take days to
It
dry.
might take longer than that because it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway.
Okay, I think we solved your problem. That's funny. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, boy. All right, let's talk about backing up our photos. Now, if you're a Samsung person, you do have your gallery, which is Samsung photos, and you attach to Samsung's their storage, which is now under Microsoft's hands. I guess you guys have converted from Samsung to Microsoft OneDrive, I think now. That's where your stuff is being stored. So what we're going to be talking about today is Google Photos. So make sure when we're looking at Google Photos, we're talking about the pinwheel. So some of you at Samsung, sorry, some of you at Samsung will have this and some might not, just to be aware. So you're looking for the white circle with the pinwheel. You're going to open that up. And this way we're going to test and see if your Google Photos is backing up. All right. So open up Google Photos. It's going to look like this. Let me get my photos in line here. You're going to look at the upper right-hand corner of the screen on your phone. You'll see your profile. It could be a photo if you've uploaded a photo. It could just be your first initial. It's the little blue dot, upper right-hand corner. Click on that. And then you're going to scroll down to photo settings. It's at almost the bottom of the menu. You'll see photo settings. And then you're going to see backup and sync at the very top of the screen. Click on backup and sync. And then you'll see another backup and sync. And then there is a button. It's either on or off. On means you're backing up to Google Photos, to the cloud. Off means you're not backing up to the cloud. So that's how that works. So it's your choice if you want to back up to the clouds that Google lets you store files on their cloud. We do have a Google Photos class, by the way, that's really good to take if you'd like to learn more about it. So once you have this on, if it's on, then when you go to Google, I'm going to give you this link at the end of the class. This is their website. You can come in here, you see the photos that you have backed up from your phone. You can share them out to people. You can send a link to the photo to someone through email. You can create albums of different trips you take or family events. You can create albums and you can share out the album so people can see all the photos in the album. There's a print store. You can create prints. You can create photo books, all that type of stuff here also. Question? Did someone have?
Yeah, I had a question. This is Andy. After you hit backup and sync and make sure the button's on, I I don't know, got distracted or something. That how do you get to those pictures from there to see that they are the ones that are over there?
Oh, it's on a website.
Oh, you go to the website. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can see what they see.
Okay. got
See,
it.
on your phone, you're going to see a feed, and it's kind of funny because I've run into this where I have space issues all the time on my phone, so I'll clear out the photos, but I still see them in the feed. So you have to go and archive them and everything. But yeah, you should take the Google Photos class to learn about how to manage it. But by getting on the website, you can see what they have up there. So you
Okay.
can get an idea for what's getting backed up and what's not. So you can see that.
Okay, thanks.
And Samsung
this-
people, you have a different website. See, I don't know what that. Does anybody know what the website is for the Samsung photos? I need to find that.
No, but I got a problem. I found mine and turned it on, but they want to charge me $1.99. They
Oh,
telling me to buy 100 GBs for $1.99.
oh, you must be. Have you stored a lot of photos on?
I have
I'm-
no idea because I don't know anything about this phone.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Shut it off then. It could be that you're already have your Google storage is already full on that account.
Maybe-
You could.
Yeah.
It just is a suggestion. I don't think you have to. I think that's if you think you want to put a lot of mine says that too.
Oh, is it an ad? Is it probably an
Yeah,
ad?
yeah,
It's
it
it
just-
might be an ad. Just hit.
it just
hit
says
the
buy
X.
100 G. Yeah, I think it's just an ad. I don't think that
Yeah.
means you have to do that.
Yeah, just look for the close of the X
No,
in
I
the
think
corner.
mine's some kind of way. I think mine's. I didn't use mine.
or
because I
no
got-
thanks.
It
Sometimes.
says 14 GBs or 15 GBs left.
Oh, so you're getting close. Okay.
Wow.
I have no idea where.
You might want to take the Google Photos class to see what you can do there. Google Photos, they are changing in June.
Yes.
They used to give everyone who has a Gmail account or anything like that gets 15 gigs of storage
Mm-hmm.
and unlimited photos. So in June, they're going to say that high resolution photos are not going to be free anymore. They have to go on that 15 gig. So if you have a lot of high res photos that you've been storing for free, those are all going to move to that 15 gig, and your 15 gig's going to get squashed.
Yes, because I don't even know how. I can't even find those things on here.
Hmm.
So, okay,
Will
thank
they-
you.
Will they go over options of what you could do in this Google Photos class?
Yeah, they
Because-
want you to. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Google Photos class will give you, tell you how to organize the photos and all
No,
that
I mean,
stuff.
can you change them to low res or if you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What you can, well, it's probably too late for the stuff that's already up there. But what you can do is when you go on your camera, let me close this. Open your camera app on your phone. Because at some point, any of us who have Google storage, I've been waiting to get an email that tells me what is high res. I don't know what they determine. Is it 12, pixels?
Right, yeah.
Is it 12 megapixels? Is it 20 megapixels? What number is it? We should be getting notification. In your upper right-hand corner, possibly, look for a gear. Look for the gear. It might be, we're looking at all different cameras. So
Yeah, because mine is at the bottom.
yeah, it might be at the bottom, could be at the top. Just look for that little gear.
Okay.
Gears always means settings, wherever you are in the tech world.
I don't see it at all. I just see the camera's trying to take a picture.
Oh, it should be, you should have a menu though at the top.
I don't have a hamburger, nothing.
Top or bottom, you should see a little gear or something.
No, the only thing it brings up like a flash, motion photos, timer, stuff about the.
Oh,
taking the
yeah,
photo.
is there gear in that listing? Because that's how mine
yes,
is, right?
Yes, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so when you find the gear, now you're going to see information about your selfie camera in your rear. The rear camera, which is going to be the larger camera. When you look at photo size, click on photo size, and then you're going to see resolution. So my phone is, not the greatest camera. It's only got 8 megapixels. I mean, 12 megapixels, and then 8. So I can bring mine down to 8. So I know some of the Samsung phones, you have very high resolution. So once you find out what Google,
Oh,
what their cutoff is, you could set your phone below that, so you still get free storage. And the thing is, with most of the pictures we take and we share are at very low res. They're not. You don't need a 64 megapixel file unless you're going to blow it up into a large poster or something like that. You don't need that high resolution when you're just looking at it on our phones or on our laptops. So keep that in mind. You can change the settings so that any pictures you take will end up under, Google's.
This is really interesting on mine. And this is a Google phone, but so I click on the thing that says resolution, and it says, it gives me 2 choices: full resolution or medium resolution. Uses less storage. There's nothing that says low.
So they don't have any number? They don't tell you the megapixel?
Nope. It just says full or medium. That's my 2 choices.
Yeah, you know what? You'll have to get on Google and just say, what is the resolution for Google Pixel?
Well, I got 6 different choices, and I have no idea what any of them mean.
What are the numbers you have on yours?
I got a 4.3, a 4 semicolon 3, and then I got an 8.0.
Oh, that's ratio. Look for resolution. It should be right below it, maybe, or above it. Resolution.
Picture size.
Oh, that might be it. Picture size.
That's what I was. I was on the picture size, but
yeah, you're looking for MP. It's going to be a number with a big MP at the end. That for megapixels. MP? Yeah, MP. Do you see those? Something MP.
Oh, the picture. Yeah, that's on the picture size. That
okay.
8ME, and they and that's what and those are the numbers they giving me. What numbers?
What are your resolution?
4 semicolon 3, and then an 8.0.
Oh, okay.
And 4, and then the other one is a 3.1. And I got a 16 semicolon 9 and a 6 and a 16 semicolon 9 and a 2.
That still sounds like ratio.
I can't understand none of this. And they got it set at the 4 semicolon 3 8.0.
Okay.
So I have no idea. And then they got all these other choices, which I don't understand.
Well, the 8.0, that might be 8 megapixels, possibly. Yeah, so this is, if you need to change resolution size, that's how you would do it.
So I don't even know what.
And remember, you do have the selfie camera too, so you would have to do the same for the selfie camera. Go in and see.
Yeah, because they got a rear and a front.
Oh, this one, yeah. Now my selfie camera, I can't even do anything about resolution, which tells me it's really bad. Oh, it's here. It's 4.3, and that's it. Yeah, 8 megapixels. Yeah, 8 megapixels. Mine's set at.
I got 3 choices down there.
That's the only
front camera.
Yeah.
And I don't know something. I don't understand this phone because I can't even find the battery setting on this. I never did find the battery. So I don't know what's because my phone is not like everybody else's, because I went under there, but I can't even find that battery setting and none of that. And I can't find my data still.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to do something.
You'll get, at the end of this class, you're going to get all the notes from my PowerPoint, so you can see this information again, and you can check it on your phone.
Okay, then.
So Glenda, you were talking earlier about backing up your photos. Did you find out? Are you backing up with Google Photos, or are you backing up on the Samsung side? You can unmute yourself if you want.
Google.
Oh, you are back. So you are backing up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a backup there. But if you want to back up to your laptop still, you can do it. And let me show you
Okay.
how that is.
All right.
My phone right now is physically attached to my laptop. I have my charger cable. It's a USB. It
Yeah.
goes into my laptop. So what I do is if I swipe down from the top of my screen, I'm going to come down to the very bottom of these notifications. And you're going to, this is only if you're attached with your cable, you're going to see charging this via USB,
Right.
very bottom. So I'm going to click on this. And then they're going to want me to tap for more options. So I'm going to tap. So now, if I say file transfer,
Uh-huh.
it's going to act just like a hard drive. So it's going to show up when you open up your file manager and you see your C drive, your D drive, whatever you have. It's going to show up as a regular drive. Of course, it's going to disconnect me because I just made it file transfer. But here's my file manager, and here's my drive now. This is my
Oh,
phone.
okay.
Look at my storage. I am so. But these are all the files. You can. And what I usually
Okay.
back up, I back up DCIM is usually all of your camera and Facebook photos. So I back that up, and I usually back up download and that's it. Download and that. I think that's the two I back up. I just put them over to my. You could back up the whole thing if you want, but you just put it onto a thumb drive, or like you have an external drive, Glenda.
Right. Yes.
So you can do that. Don't
Okay.
put anything onto the phone. Make sure that you're just moving. You're not taking. You're just going to copy it off. Copy it onto a drive, and then you'll have space. And then at that point on your phone, you can clear it out on your phone.
Okay. All right. Thank
Like
you.
usually what I do is I'll back up my camera and Facebook, and then I'll go in here and I'll don't get rid of the directory. I just get rid of the photos to save space on my phone.
Okay. Okay.
You're welcome. So that's, so let me get reconnected here. Oh, actually I'm connected. Pretty good. So that's the backing up. All righty. So now let's talk, we're going to do a little exercise on making some files, and then we're going to look for the files. And so get you a little more familiar with your phone on things it can do. You can, use your camera on your phone as a scanner. You could
Oh,
take a picture of a page in a magazine or document of anything you want, and you could turn that into a PDF. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to use a picture here I have on my phone. So let's say I'm just going to grab this one picture right here, this flowers. It could be anything. It could be a picture, again, I took of a article. Maybe I was in a dentist office and I found this cool article in this magazine. I just take a picture of it. And maybe I want to save it to I don't want it as a photo. I want it as a PDF or something like that, another file format. That's what we're talking about. So I would just open the photo, and this is going to be in Google Photos. You can do this in your gallery. Someone in this class figured out how to do it. You can do it in there also. You go to your 3-dot menu in the upper right-hand corner. And then you're going to see the document or the photo above you. And this menu below the picture slides. You slide it with your finger to the left. And then you'll see print. So you select print. Upper right-hand corner, you'll see another little arrow. Click on the little white arrow that's in the upper right-hand corner, and you can save it as a PDF. So I'm going to click on that, let it create. It's going to be it's one page. It's a one-page PDF. right-hand corner, look for that PDF globe. It's blue on my phone. Some phones, it's a gold color. It could be something like that. It's a little round circle towards the right, upper right of your screen. It says PDF in the middle. I'm going to click on that. And now we're going to save it. There's a save button at the bottom of the screen. I can give it a name. I can click on this line and we can call it, I think it's a lid, some type of a lily. I give it a name and then I can click on save and you will see it for a second. You'll see the name flash and then it will close. And we'll go back and look for that file in a second. Were people able to do that?
Okay, after you selected the PDF, what did you do after then?
Let me go back in here. 3 dots, print.
I hit the print and then I selected the PD. I wanted to save it as a PDF.
Right. And then there's a little circle to the upper right. You'll see this circle. It's kind of a big circle.
Yeah, got
with-
PDF in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Click on that. And
Okay.
then it's going to be at the bottom. You'll see the blue save button in the lower right-hand corner. And then you can click on it if you want to give it a name. There's a line there with the name. You can click on it and change the name if you want.
You said,
Or
what color? No, I don't see that. I don't see now. Huh.
Oh, it should be towards the bottom. You'll see save. You see the blue save button on the lower right-hand corner?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't see. Oh, I see save too. Is at the
Save.
top.
There you go. Yep. Oh, it might. Yeah, maybe it's in a different location.
Okay. now
And then
press-
next to it, you can change the name maybe if you want to give it a different name, and then you hit save. All right. So that is
change the
doing.
name is okay in front of
Yeah.
the file. My file.
You'll save it to your My Files or Files. And you will get these instructions in the email to try out if you want.
Okay.
Another example is web pages. Sometimes you get a really great article and you want to save it. Because, when you bookmark, sometimes you bookmark things and then you come back to it and the web page is gone. So if you have an article you really, really, really like and you want to put that into a document, I'm going to open up my web page. I'm going to go to my browser on my phone and I'm going to do let's pull up this one here. How to fix Windows 7 sharing in VirtualBox. So this is a tech document. If I scroll down here, it's got a lot of information here. Pictures, diagrams. So let's say I want to save this because this has got some information that I need. Again, I'm going to go to the upper right-hand corner to the 3 dots. 3-dot menu, they call it. Upper right-hand corner. When you're on the browser, you don't usually see the print here. So what you're going to do is go to share. You should see share about maybe midway down the list. It's got a little less than arrow thing. Click on share, and in that menu, hopefully, you might have to scroll a little bit. You'll see print. Shows up right away on my phone, but your phone, you might have to scroll up a little bit maybe in case you have another row of options, if you have another row. But again, once you click on print, we are now in the same place as we were before when we were in Google Photos, where we're going to now go to the upper right-hand corner for that little down arrow. And we're going to save as PDF.
So print will always have the option to save as PDF?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because you have the save as PDF. You can put it on a Google Drive, or you can actually print it if your printer is attached. So yeah, you'll have these options under print. So now this is a 7-page document. Looks good. There's no ads. I mean, this is, if you really want a nice copy of something, this will give you a nice copy of it. I used to be in the tech world, so this was wonderful. you can, again, look in the upper right, or not quite upper, a little bit lower right. You'll see that blue or gold PDF button or circle. Click on that. Look for your save button. I'm not going to rename it because it's the exact title of the article, so I'll leave it alone. But you can always rename it or do whatever you want. And then you can click on save, and then it will save it on your phone. How are people doing with that? Is that
I get to that point, but I gotta say I can't find save. So
is your save was at the top though? Isn't that what you said? It's at the top part.
oh, that's right. It was at the save. I'm looking.
Yeah, the save's up. Yeah.
Okay.
So now some of you are probably wondering where's the documents? Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd they go? All right, so now we're going to talk about file management on your phones. They are just little computers. So on your phone, open up your app drawer or app folder, whatever you use on your phone when you're looking at your apps. My phone, I just swipe up from the bottom. And then look for My Files, Files, or File Manager. I have a Motorola. Mine's under Files. I think some of the Samsungs are My Files usually. It's usually an icon with it looks like a manila folder that you would put in a file cabinet. Usually that's what the icon looks like for these.
My files, okay.
And in there, you will see that you have directories dealing with audio, video, pictures, images. You might have a download directory. So, when you download something on your phone and you're wondering, where did that just go?
Yeah, I know.
That's where it goes. You have a download folder, just like you do on Windows. It's there. That's where now you're going to find all these files where you wondered, what? I downloaded it, but I don't know where it is. Well, you'll now see where it is on your phone. So all that stuff's there. I'm going to bring up mine's called Files.
All right.
And all this time, I just thought it went to, never ever land. My phone is Files, so it defaults to the downloads directory. I can see the two files I just created. I have to go to the upper left and click on a menu, but there I have an image, videos, audio. So if I go under images, I'm going to see any app that saves photos will be in this directory. So I have Facebook, camera. I used to use WeChat. Oh, screenshots. That's another one too. Well, a lot of our phones will do a screenshot folder. So if you do any screenshots, they'll be there. If you attach to any Google Drives, I'm attached to 2 of them. So they will show up here also. And you can click on them and you can go to the Google Drive and manage the files on there. You might see a folder that has the name of your phone. Do you see that one? It will show, like mine says Moto G6. If I open that up, you'll see yours is Samsung or whatever phone you have. If you open that up, those are the directories on your phone, the physical layout of all the files on your phone. Now, just like we just looked at recently for Glenda when I was doing it offline on my laptop, you can see all of these folders right here through your file manager. Again, don't mess with these. Don't delete things out of here. You're safe to delete things from your camera, of course, because you're just getting rid of pictures or Facebook. And, the pictures are okay. All of these directories have been created by certain apps who need them. They use them for caching or whatever they use them for. DCIM is a good directory to know about because that is where the camera pictures are and your Facebook. Any pictures you download from Facebook, they go there.
I have a question.
Huh?
how did you say sorry, I'm a little confused here. How did you say I'm in my files app
Mhm.
and I see the download. I see the internal storage, but I had downloaded another app so that I could see my drives. You're saying I can see it, I could see the drives I'm connected to right from this files app? How do I see that?
If you have Google, like I have 2 Google Drives, they should just show
Yeah.
right up.
No,
Yeah.
no. I only see the phones folders.
Hmm. Well, possibly. Let me see if there's any settings where you can always add, probably. The thing with these, if you don't like the file manager that's on your phone, you can always go and look up file managers under Google Play and download something else. If you don't like the one you have, you could download another one.
Yeah, I have this Astro file manager that
Right.
I'm using, so I guess
Yeah.
I'll just continue. But I
Yeah,
figured
just
if I
continue
can
using
get
that. Yeah.
it- Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah,
thanks.
because that's the nice thing about Android. We have choices, so you can
Right,
always, if you
right.
don't,
I'm used to that. Why muck with it? Okay.
yeah, if you like Astro, and that's good to know. Yeah, just go ahead and you can use that. So you can always go to the Play Store. If I go to Play Store and look up file managers, let me go over here. File managers for Android, and then they'll show you a whole list of people.
Actually,
There's-
I found it on in the files app.
Oh, did you find it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's something called it categorized it into internal storage and other storage, and when I click on other
Oh.
storage, I see the
Yeah.
drives. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a good way, to know where these files are going. They're not just going into Never Never Land. They do go somewhere. And again, if you don't like it, you can always go on the Play Store, check out other. It sounds like Astro is pretty good. You can try out other file managers if you don't like the one that's currently on your phone. Especially if you start using it more often. You may find that, I don't really like this one. You can always look for another one. So I want to thank you for joining us today on the class. We have another class called Using Your Android Phone. It's a little more basic class that you're welcome to join anytime to check out what's going on in there. And we do have another class, Fun Things to Do on Your Smartphone, where we talk about different apps that are interesting to have on your phone. You will get class notes at the end of this session. These are very detailed because we have some step-by-step things. You will see those in the email. There's a feedback form. Go ahead and fill out the feedback. If you have any new class ideas that you'd like to see, go ahead and put them there also. And if you're interested in joining any type of an interest group or running one, let us know. We are looking for people definitely in music and art. If anyone has an interest in that, we could set you up with a interest group. You could meet with some of the other people in the community. You'll have a guide to help you out. You won't be left high and dry. So you can come and do that. And we do have the recording. Of course, if you want a recording of today's session, you can go to help@getsetup.io. And Marv does have a class on tips and tricks to navigating GetSetup's new look, because we changed our website a few weeks ago. If you see that class on the schedule, you could try it out. He'll tell you all about the new website, ways to register and for classes, how to search, and how to use, like, for instance, the TV feature we have now on the website. So you can check that out too. Anyone have any last questions here? Anything else? Thank you, James, for taking care of chat. All right, then, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. It was a pleasure having you in class, and we'll see you next time, okay? Take care, everyone.